Today in bad news, NFL hires 3 domestic violence experts in wake of Ray Rice, other scandals. Joining the league Frank Sarli-Safriel, the former prosecutor, Jane Randall, who founded No More, an organization combating domestic violence, and S. Rita Smith, the former head of the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Anna Isaacson, the NFL's Community Affairs Vice President, has also been named the Vice President of Social Responsibility. The NFL has drafted 3 hard-charging women to tackle the plague of domestic violence incidents that have wrecked the reputation of professional football. 2 of them are New Yorkers, including Lisa Friel, the former prosecutor who headed the Manhattan District Attorney's Sex Crimes Unit. Then there is Jane Randall, the former Liz Claiborne executive who founded No More, an organization whose goal is to combat domestic violence. Rounding out the trio is Rita Smith, the Denver-based former head of the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Each brings special knowledge and experience in these issues and will ensure that our efforts reflect the professionalism that should characterize everything the NFL does, embattled League NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said Monday in a memo announcing the hires. Goodell also gave Anna Isaacson, the NFL's Community Affairs VP, a new title, Vice President of Social Responsibility. Isaacson, who is from Brooklyn, will monitor training and support programs relating to domestic violence, sexual assault and matters of respect, Goodell said. Goodell acted after the NFL was ripped for waiting to suspend former Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice until after video surfaced showing him decking his fiancée in an Atlantic City casino elevator. The NFL commissioner initially suspended Rice for 2 games after an earlier video showed him dragging an unconscious Janai Palmer Rice out of the compartment by her ankles. Goodell, who has been hit with calls to resign by groups like the National Organization for Women, has also hired former FBI Director Robert Mueller to investigate the league's handling of the Rice case. Meanwhile, Rice was reportedly mulling a lawsuit against the NFL citing double jeopardy for being punished twice for the same offense. Rice admitted to, and apologized for, hitting his now-wife Janai after the first video came out. After the second emerged, Rice was kicked off the team and his $35 million contract was cancelled. Robert Boland, the former prosecutor who is now a professor of sports management and law at New York University, said under league rules Goodell would hear Rice's suspension appeal. "If I were the Players Association," Boland said, "he'd file a grievance and get the case in front of an independent arbitrator." The NFL is also under fire for going soft on Carolina Panthers defensive end Greg Hardy and 49ers defensive end Ray McDonald, both of whom were charged with domestic violence and yet were allowed to start in their season openers. Goodell is also dealing with the blowback from Minnesota Vikings star running back Adrian Peterson being charged with child abuse for beating his 4-year-old son on the buttocks, legs and scrotum with a switch. In the wake of the horrific Rice videos, New Jersey lawmakers approved 6 bills to curb domestic violence. This issue of domestic violence isn't just about Ray Rice. Assemblywoman Tamara Lampert, a Democrat from Cherry Hill, who sponsored some of the legislation. The Ray Rice issue just elevated it as such.